Hello students, we're going to work a problem that several of you have had difficulties with. It's number 19 on the page, Apply Ratios and Proportions. And it's about the bread baking. So let's read the problem first. A bread recipe calls for 5 parts whole wheat flour to 2 parts chickpea flour. You have 1 1/3 cups of chickpea flour and 4 cups of whole wheat flour on hand. If you bake the largest loaf possible using this flour, how many cups of whole wheat flour will be left over? Okay, so it's telling us we have 4 cups of whole wheat flour that we can use, but we're going to have some left over. We need to know how much we have left over. So first we need to see how much we're going to use. Okay, our ratio tells us that 5 parts of whole wheat go with 2 parts of chickpea. Okay, 5 to 2. You have 1 1/3 cups of chickpea, so we want to use all of our chickpea. So let's put 1 1/3 chickpea. If I use all of that chickpea, I'm going to have to find out how many cups of whole wheat will be in proportion. Okay? All right, so our first step is to cross multiply 5 times 1 1/3. Okay, so let's do that in our calculator. Turn it on, clear our memory. 5, let's see if that helps to move it up there. 5 times 1, green second key, ND, and 1, scroll down, third, scroll over, enter. And we get 20 thirds. Okay, now we're going to take that 20 thirds and divide by the number that is catty-corner to what we're looking for, our question mark. So 20 thirds divided by 2. Okay, so we already have 20 thirds in our calculator, so let's just put divided by 2, enter, and we get 10 thirds. Okay, so it took 10 thirds. Let's change that to a mixed number. We can do that in our calculator. This is good practice. By hitting our second key, hitting the X10N key. If you look above it, you have UND. Big U for your whole number, ND for your fraction. I'll click that. I get all this little gobbledygook up there in the window. But when I click enter, I get 3 1/3. 10 thirds equals 3 1/3. So I only used 3 1/3 cups of whole wheat, but I have 4. So how much do I have left over? 4 minus 3 1/3. Okay, clear our calculator. 4 minus 3, green second key, ND, 1, scroll down, third, scroll over, enter. We have 2/3 cup of whole wheat flour that's left over from baking the largest loaf of bread possible. I do hope that was helpful for you all. I want you to practice with the calculator because you do have this for the entire high set. It's good to be familiar with this calculator. All calculators are different. You can waste your time trying to figure out how to put fractions in all the different calculators. If you're used to it, it's going to save you a whole lot of time. Old school fractions, very time consuming. So, but we can do old school fractions. I would advise you to go on YouTube and look up fractions and practice doing some old school fractions on that if you need a lesson on how to add and subtract fractions. Okay, I'll see you all next time.